about this ballpark is even when it's raining, they get a game in here, unlike some other places that the Blue Jays have been to. But isn't it nice on this Thursday night? A nice day. The roof is open. Beautiful shot of the CN Tower. Blue skies above as we head into evening. And Jose Barrios is on the mound to open up a 4-game series with the Yankees. These two teams haven't seen each other since April. They are 3-3 against one another this season. And, of course, you got to be so aware of Aaron Judge. And
starts against the mighty Cleveland Guardians, and he has allowed 9 earned runs over 11 innings. Put it to them over the last 3 days.
He reaches for it and just pokes it up the middle for a base hit, a 2-strike swing, if you ever saw one, and it's a base hit for Volpe.
That's why Jose's trying to go sinker, change up, down.
This is popped up. And it's a play for Ernie Clement, getting a start at third base tonight in foul territory. Now, leads the majors in slugging, on base, home runs, RBIs. Lifts a high fly ball to right. Springer back in the corner, has room, and makes the catch for the second out. And he's so strong, Joe, even when he doesn't get it, it's going to carry to the warning.
In the zone.
And he walked him. Another one popped up. Clement down the line into foul territory. Oh, and he caught it. Somehow he caught it after it looked like he thought he'd been called off by Davis Schneider. He recovered in the nick of time and somehow caught that ball. For the Blue Jays, including a former New York Yankee, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, on a 10-game hitting streak right now. He's moved up to the 2 spot. No Spencer Horwitz against a lefty, so Bichette and IKF 1-2.
Carlos Rodon making his 17th start of the season in that 3.86 ERA. Loss of the season on Friday. That was against Atlanta, where he gave up 3 home runs.
And Bo Bichette is aboard on the first pitch here in the bottom of the first. Hit it sharply.
You're up in the zone.
And that hit Kiner-Falefa in the foot. He bounces a slider off the back foot of Kiner-Falefa. Worried Rodon would step off and just, they would have him caught. Guerrero breaks the bat, and it's a fair ball. Bichette's going to come in to score. IKF to third. And that's not a typical double for Vladimir Guerrero Jr., but it'll work just fine. And the breaking ball dribbled up the first baseline. And he's going to be safe. Ben Rice watched it, and then it caromed off the base. And that's going to be the strangest RBI single you ever did see.
Well, that is a mistake by the youngster. He did the right thing to let it try to spin foul, but you've got to get your glove in front of that base before it hits the base. You could tell right when it was hit, the way it was squibbed off the end of the bat. Even right here, you got to be running because this could stay fair. And it did stay fair, but you've got to grab the baseball before it touches the base.
You understand what he was thinking, but
the batter runner is safe.
Springer hits it a long way to left field. It is gone. And 5 batters in, it is 5-0 for the Blue Jays.
George Springer leaned into a fastball, and you got to believe he thought Carlos Rodon is coming at me with the heater. He's going to continue coming at me with the heater, and it's middle in. And did he ever get the barrel to that one? We haven't seen a lot of that this season. On the four-seam fastball, just does not have the same life, even though the velocity is registering.
There. Bounces it to first. Rice has it, and out at first is Varsho. And now Kirk hits it well up the alley in right center field, and it's up against the wall on a bounce. Kirk is on his way to second, and in there with a 2-out double. They just can't fit everybody in, and Ernie, unfortunately for him, has been the odd man out a fair bit as he lines one into left, a base hit. Kirk is going to be held at third, but Ernie hits lefties, and Ernie starts against lefties, and he's got himself a knock. Springer. First and third, 2 down here. Clement's going to be running again. And a swing and a miss by Bichette. Upset with himself that he went after that one. That was 7 games under 500. Here's a bouncer to third. Clement has it, and the quick release to get Jahmai Jones. One other live
On him, you can just bury them early.
A changeup on a 3-2 pitch, and Barrios is unhappy with himself that he didn't throw it in a better spot, and then having to get on an airplane. That's not ideal.
There it is.
Inside corner for strike 3 call. When ground ball to second, and the short flip from IKF to Bichette to force the lead runner, but to retire the side.
I think he might go a little bit more to his secondary pitches now after what they did to his fastball in that first inning.
He hit him for the second time. That was not a replay of the first inning, but like the exact same thing happened when IKF was up in the first. Reaches for this one and hits it to center, and Grisham is there. Yeah, Guerrero just kind of wrong-wayed one between Rice, the first baseman, and the bag, and he is not, and it's ball 4. So a hit batter and a walk this inning, and 2 on with 1 out for Springer. And Springer gets into another one. Way out of here. His second 3-run homer already tonight.
I'm not sure what Vladdy told him, but maybe it had something to do with the fastball. George is teed off on a couple of 4-seam fastballs from Carlos Rodon this evening. 96 out front.
And a swing and a miss as Schneider strikes out for the second time. 2 down here in the second. As Varsho is called out on strike. So the inning is over, but the Blue Jays had 3 more on the second 3-run homer of the night. And he got him. Swings through the breaking ball, and he strikes out for the first out here in the third. Change up again, and he got him. Well, against Judge. And a check swing, 1 hopper to Kiner-Falefa, and it's a 3-up, 3-down, top of the third for Jose Barrios. Fastball right down the middle for strike 3 call.
To play, so that can work.
And a swing and a miss. Looked like a breaking ball that just kind of stayed away from Clement.
It can be a little bit scary too, because you got to make sure that you're hoping he's not guessing the same pitch you're planning on.
Nice play, barehanded at third by Oswaldo Cabrera, and that's the difference as he gets Bichette. Shallow left center. And in comes Davis Schneider. Started the year at AA, got called up to AAA, and then after the Rizzo injury came up to the big leagues. Bounces it down to first. Guerrero the toss to Barrios, 2 down. Between him and Aaron Boone, I don't know that you'd call it a benching. I don't think it was necessarily that, but he has not been in the lineup the last couple of days as Dalton Varsho races back into deep center. Running just fine as he runs it down. And to be fair, he has settled down. He's retired 5 in a row. Volpe bounces it across, not in time. It'll be an infield hit for Kiner-Falefa. Now Vladdy. Bouncer to third, to second one, and they will turn it. And that is strike three called. End of four at the Rogers Center, still 8-0 Blue Jays. This is Austin Wells. And a changeup grounded softly out to Kiner Falefa. One pitch, one out. Ooh, and he clipped him. Yep. He tried to throw him. Looked like maybe the cutter, but whatever it was, it just got him on the right arm, I believe, as he puts him on.
For the most.
A fly ball, pretty well hit to left. And it is out of here. An opposite field home run for Trent Grisham. His fifth of the season, and it is 8-2.
Pretty good piece of hitting by Grisham. It's a sinker on the outside part of the plate, and he certainly didn't try to do too much with it. He drove it.
And now one in the air to right, and this is pretty well hit. Springer is back, but he's got room just shy of the wall. Volpe retired, 2 down. And a swing and a miss. Did he get a piece? No, he didn't touch that, and that is that. And Soto is still frustrated. Tossing the bat and the helmet away. The Yankees do get a couple on the home run by Grisham. And the 6 RBIs, as we mentioned earlier, already a career high. This is up the middle and through, a base hit. Springer is 3 for 3 tonight, and now 6 for his last 7 going back to Tuesday. 2 hits for the Yankees. This is slammed into left field. A base hit for Schneider. Springer up to second.
Hey,
that's what you would call?
For sure.
Yep. And strike three. It was the slider. It wasn't away, but it caught the zone for out number 1. So fast. Kirk pops it up. Infield fly rule is in effect. 2 down.
It's because if I'm going to go slider first pitch, you're thinking, what if he's thinking slider? If I go heater, what if he's thinking heater?
Bounces it to short, and they will force Schneider at second to end the inning. End of 5. It is 8-2 for the Blue Jays. The appeal again, and he went, says Clint Vondrak down at first. And he got him. Back-to-back strikeouts. And now a message from and now missed away with a changeup, so he got out in front 0-2 on Rice and then lost him by Jones. Popped up. Vladdy will take it, and just like that, it's over. I don't know what Vladdy said. Vladdy's saying good things to Springer. He's saying good things to...
Really 2 pitches, fastball, slider. That fastball right around 94 there. It's just his 3rd appearance with the Yankees. He pitched on Tuesday against the Mets.
Bichette will bounce one out to second, 1 down. Jammed him, and it's popped up for Rice at first, 2 down. Fly ball to deep left. It is carrying, and it is gone. Better than ball 4 on the previous pitch as Vladdy hits it out.
A towering blast to left field. Vladdy got this one up in the air and then some. It took a while to come down, and it took a while to see whether it got over the wall in left field. Continuing to show that power.
Home run Vladdy's ever hit.
Took a while for you to call it.
Yeah.
It didn't come down.
Thought it might never. But and he strikes out Austin Wells. Number 7 on the night for Barrios.
A little bit more.
A one hopper up the middle, backhanded by Bichette. 2 down.
Not sure I've ever seen that. Have you?
Not in around tomorrow night, the second game of this series. He went around. Boy, if that's it, what a way to finish it for Jose Barrios. 7 strong innings tonight.
And he may have gotten one there. Interference.
You're right. Catcher's interference called on Wells.
Could hear it.
So that'll be an error charged to Wells. No time at bat for Springer as he heads down to first.
Could hear the 2 noises.
And his tail off on it in the spring along with Mark Budzinski and others, and making himself, good enough out there as he strikes out here, 1 down. And the slider again to get Varsho, 2 down. Springer a short lead at first. And this one sent to shallow right field, and on comes Soto to make the catch. And that'll end the inning. End of 7, 9-2 Blue Jays, and time now for a Blue Jays Central update. Bouncer to short, right at Bichette. 1 down.
Jose certainly took advantage of that tonight, dominating their lineup, and maybe Kikuchi can get back on track as well.
Just high, the appeal, but he didn't go. And it's ball 4 as Soto draws a walk. And he got him. Great location on that pitch.
That is a primo big.
Ahead 1-2. And he struck him out. So a good inning for Zach Pop. Just 1 walk allowed, a couple of Ks, and it's. And waves at the slider. Immediately regretted swinging at it, 1 down. You got to get it geared up and make a decision in a fraction of a second. To center. And Grisham is there, 2 down. Hit him. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa has been hit 3 times tonight. The first 2 were sliders. That one might have hurt a little bit more. And a ground ball up the middle. Jones will make the play, and Guerrero and the Blue Jays are retired. It is on to the 9th here at the Rogers Center. A swing and a miss as Francis strikes out Ben Rice. Off the glove of Clement, he recovers and throws, but not in time.
Of Trevor Richards that you can use in any role.
Way up in the air to shallow right field. Barger, the right fielder, coming in, and David Schneider just made a good business decision getting out of the way on that one and let Madison catch it. This one's popped up, should be playable. Clement into foul territory to make the catch, and that's your ball game as the Blue Jays open up the 4-game series with the Yankees with an emphatic 9-2 win, keyed by George Springer, his 2 home runs and 6 runs driven in.
So much of the story this season for the Blue Jays has been the struggling offense, and a lot of that has been centered around George Springer. 2 3-run homers in this ball game, 6 driven in. He carried the offense, and it only took him a couple of innings to do it. That's a very good sign. It'll be very fun to watch now moving forward how this offense can continue performing.